One of the things that sort of Sarah pulled out as prompts from the books was to do with this issue of sort of persistency and consistency. And I guess you obviously have to maintain those things to win, whatever win is defined as. But I guess my question was, at what point do you decide not to persist, and what is a good time to quit, and what signs there might be as to kind of where things, whether you're chasing good time after bad. What are the signs when is a good time to quit, do you think?
So Seth Godin wrote a book called The Dip, and it talks of, I think that's the book where he talks about, let's say you want to be a doctor. The time to quit is before you go to medical school. I mean, it's like, but so many people, they quit in the dip, right? Which is, you've invested so much into it, pain and agony, and then it's like the Navy SEALs, you're halfway through BUDS training and you quit. By the way, in SEALs training, I was on a program a couple of months ago, and there was a Navy SEAL, and he said, in SEALs training, what they're training you to do is they're training you to fail, which is a really interesting concept. You see, they're not worried about the intellectual or athletic capacity of the people out there on the field. They're just trying to figure out who's not going to quit. And so they actually embrace failure. They give them things and tasks to do that there's no way they can be successful in it. Now, the people going through the training don't know it, right? They don't know it. So in goal setting, in our goal setting system, we have the 7-step process of how to set a goal, but we also have a lot of questions before you ever decide it's a goal that you want to set. Because there's only one thing worse than setting a goal and not achieving it.
Setting the wrong goal.
It's setting the wrong goal and achieving it.
Yeah. It's still, sorry.
Yeah. So
you've got a tricky one though, isn't it? Because you're kind of course. So you set something, you follow it. It's going to be tough times. You've got to course correct along the way. Knowing when to actually, this might not be the right thing. The world's evolved. The need isn't there. I was after something. It's that adaptation versus giving up, knowing how to.
Yeah. And so I describe myself as a Christ follower. I'm not I don't like the term Christian because everybody's got their own, unfortunately, definition based on what they've seen Christians do. So a Christ follower is in my mind is somebody who follows what Christ said, right? So what I've seen in the Christian community is an 18-year-old kid will be deciding what school they want to pursue. And they pray about it and they think, well, there can only be one, right? There can only be one right career, only one school. You know what I mean? And so all this like fear happens. And what if I don't get into the university I wanted? And, all these things happen. Well, wait a second. That's not the way it is. You go 100% and you walk into it with the mindset of, hey, I'm going to go there and I'm going to live my life this way. And I'm going to have the biggest impact that I can. I'm going to do the best I can. And I'm going to learn so much new stuff that it's pretty likely that my path is going to diverge or change a little bit from what I thought it was going to be. And that's a much better way to enter into something. And I used to hire a lot of salespeople. And I used to ask my salespeople, hey, how would you like to get a year's experience in 3 months? And everybody said, I want that. And I said, that's easy. Make 4 times as many calls. And I think that's the way we kind of have to go after life, is we determine that's what we want. We're going to go for it, and we're going to go all in. There is no downside in most cases to going all in, because we're going to gain so much information so much faster that we can alter our course
as you go.